Hi everyone, I am S.Prakash Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. The lecture series is Commercial Law, Indian Contract Act 1872. The Indian Contract Act 1872 prescribes the law relating to contracts in India and is the key act regulating Indian contract law. The Act is based on the principles of English common law. It is applicable to all the states of India. The next, the classification of contracts. Contract may be classified on the basis of their validity, formation, formants. They are briefly discussed as under the valid contract. A valid contract is an agreement enforceable by law. An agreement becomes enforceable by law when all the essentials of a valid contract as laid in section 10 are fulfilled. The next, void contract. An agreement which was legally enforceable when entered into, but which has become void due to supervening impossibility of performance. For example, a contract between a citizen of Pakistan and India is a valid contract during peace, but if war breaks out between the two countries, the agreement will become void contract. The word void means not binding in law. Accordingly, the term the void contract implies a useless contract which has no legal effect at all. Such a contract is a nullity as far there has been no contract at all. Section 2 defines a contract which cases to be enforceable by law becomes void when it cases to be unenforceable. Void agreement. According to section 2, an agreement which is not enforceable by law either of the parties is void. No legal rights or obligations can arise out of void agreement. It is void ab initio from its very inspection. For example, an agreement without consideration or with a minor. A void agreement should be distinction from the void contract. A void agreement never amounts to a contract as it is a void ab initio. A void contract is valid when it is entered into, but subsequent to its formation, some things happens which make it enforceable by law. The note is that a contract cannot be void ab initio and only an agreement can be void ab initio become void. An enforceable contract. It is a contract which is actually valid but cannot be enforced because of some technical defect, such as not in writing understamped. Such contracts can be enforced if the technical defect involved is removed. Example, an oral agreement for operations is enforceable because the law requires that an agreement must be in writing. It is the oral agreement for reduced to writing, it will become enforceable. The next, illegal agreement. An illegal agreement is one the object of which is unlawful. Such an agreement cannot be enforced by law. Those illegal agreements are always void ab initio, void from the very beginning. Those a contract commit declared as an illegal contract and cannot be enforced at law. The agreement with a minor is void but not illegal. Every void agreement is not illegal unless its object or consideration, the immoral, opposed to public policy, etc. A void contract doesn't not affect collectoral contract. An illegal agreement is like an infusions realize and a fatal not only to main contract but to collectoral contract as well. The example, it is the above example The X borrows rupees 1 lakh from who has aware from the purpose of the loan. The main agreement between X and Y is illegal, and the agreement between X and W, which is collateral to main agreement, is also void. Hence W cannot recover the money from X. Thank you.